Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Loving a Broken Heart. Thanks for checking in. My name is Nick, and I'm very blessed today because we're going to be listening to one of the most important women in my life, my mom. This is Pat, and she's graciously offered to answer some questions, and this was actually Jenny's idea to orchestrate all this, so I told you that I married better. So we were just going to ask a few questions about what it was like from the parents' perspective, finding out about Jenny's heart condition and all those things. So first question, just to I guess kind of get everything rolling is, so you can be honest about this. When Jenny and I first met, it wasn't under the most ideal circumstances for you. She has this look. So in a previous episode we did tell you how we did, which we don't recommend, but we did meet online when we were teenagers, which my lovely and wise mother advised not to do, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, oh my gosh, no way. Oh my goodness, we don't know who this person is.
Rightfully so. But once that obstacle was overcome over time, my mom found out, of course, that Jenny had a heart condition. So as best as you can remember, I know it's been a while, but did you initially get it, what that meant when I said, okay.
First of all, I had no idea what a heart disease was. None of my family is known that. So, and no, I had no idea what it meant. I just obviously, as a parent, you're concerned because you don't know what that is, and what might, in the future, what might happen. So, very scary, and didn't understand a thing about what Jenny went through. Very ignorant until so do I say now?
No, you say it, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so until Jenny allowed me, or I think she had the video on the movie, or the doctor that explains with pictures, because that's very important, because you actually see it, of the heart, or normal heart, what a normal heart looks like, and what Jenny has. And with a person has to live with half of the heart, and to be able to live with that, and then besides that, what happens with the surgery that Jenny had when she was only 3, and then now, because everything, she's grown, so now everything is bigger, and oh my goodness, so that was like then I understood what might have been for Jenny and what it meant to live with the half of the heart. And it was like, wow. Then I felt like terrible, because then you would say, oh my gosh, yeah, you don't know, because you always have your heart, you are normal, so how can you understand somebody that can try to live with half of the heart? Right. And so, yeah, then you understand so many things. And then you feel bad, because when that person tried to tell you about it, then you went like, yeah, right. So, but then you realize, and then you feel bad, because you don't know how hard it must have been for Jenny to live with that. So, yeah.
You mentioned that you didn't know because your heart was fine. It was normal. Everyone around you was normal.
Yeah.
Growing up in Chile, did you ever hear about anyone who was born with anything like this?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No. I mean, the first time I hear it is from Jenny.
Yeah, there you go.
So, yeah.
And I remember I would, growing up, like when we were dating and everything, I would try to explain, but it seemed like it wasn't.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't connecting.
It never clicked, even when Jenny explained it. It doesn't, because one of the things, like, that it's when you see, actually, when this doctor shows, okay, this is a normal heart, this is a picture of a normal heart, and this is a picture where the person that has half of it, then you say, oh my gosh. Then when you see it, you can understand better when you see something.
Yeah.
And so somebody just telling you, it doesn't work.
Right.
You don't get it. So,
Okay.
yeah. So visual, something visual, then that
That affected you the most?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that, for those who don't know, when my mom mentioned the video, there was the documentary on Jenny's life,
Right.
Journey's Beginning, and that was made back in 2011, and Jenny brought over a copy for my family to watch, and that's when it clicked, that scene with Dr. Williams.
Yeah.
How, once you saw that, how did that, well, you kind of mentioned it, but did it help you understand the limitations better?
Yeah.
Or, okay, and
Yeah.
how she is the way she is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Answer this however you think best, but did Jenny, when we were dating and even when we got married, did she look okay to you? Like,
Yeah, she looked normal to me. Yeah. I mean, if she hadn't told me that she had a disease, I would have never known. And she looked totally normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because all of our medical complications, all of her medical scares always happened not when she was visiting with us.
No.
I mean, yeah, visiting here,
Yeah.
when I lived here, it was always, okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how I want to word this to make sure that it comes across right. Do you think that, if you had any advice, I guess, for someone who was like me when Jenny and I were dating, where they met somebody and even further along, let's say they're already married, and they're having difficulty explaining to the family what the condition is. Would you have any advice for that person, saying, like, for example, let's say that there was a young husband who came to you and said, my wife has a heart problem, she was born with a heart problem just like your son's wife, and I'm trying to explain to my parents why she can't go hiking with them, why she can't go kayaking all day with them, and they seem to be annoyed that she can't do that. Would you have any advice for them, like what that person could do to try and help them out?
Yeah, well, now it's so easy with the internet and with the videos, and yeah, I would say Google it and see and images, pictures of a normal heart, and see what the heart people with this kind of condition looks like. And yeah, I mean that the best thing to do is knowledge, to understand what it actually means for somebody with that condition to live with that.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, knowledge is the best thing. Try to don't judge. Try to find out what it means first, and then try to put in those person's shoes. How would it be if I only have half a heart? I couldn't breathe normally. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I could function.
Yeah.
So then you're not prone to judge, because we do that easily. We say, oh yeah, right.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the best. That's the first thing you think. It's like, can be. She says that, but
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And that you actually touched on something that I think was really important, was that Jenny gave you this documentary, and granted, not everyone has a documentary made on their lives, so that was a big blessing for us, that we were able to show you something that well done and concise. But you were willing to actually watch it, which means
Right.
you were willing to go, okay, they gave this to me, this must be important, so I want to watch this, and that's when it clicked for you. I would imagine that there are people that you try and show them with the internet or videos or things, and they'll go, no, I just.
Well, it all depends, how important is this person to you? That where loves come from.
Yeah.
Because if you love your son, obviously you love your daughter-in-law, or vice versa. And then if you love them, you're willing to, find out everything that is important to them, then it is important to you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
No, that's. Thank you. That was.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you?
I can't think of it, and I just think it's wonderful that Jenny always wants to help others that might be going through that, and I think that's a blessing. Well, for us, we're Christians, the love of Christ is in us, and obviously Jenny shows that love when she wants to help other people, and I think that's wonderful.
Thank you.
That's it.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Being her best friend. So, thanks, Mom. I love you very much, and I'm glad that you were willing to do this, especially on short notice. So,
Sure.
but yeah, everyone, thank you very much again for watching. Feel free to subscribe so that you know whenever we get a new video in. Comment on if you guys are what you think about what we had to talk about. I mean, are you facing situations where you're dealing with difficulties with relatives or friends who just don't get it, or what advice do you have besides what you heard here? Let us know. Happy to hear any and all comments and to respond to them. So thank you again. Have a great day, and Lord willing, we will hear from you soon. Bye.
Bye.